everyone, welcome back to Pokemon Rejuvenation. Hope everybody is staying happy, healthy, and safe. This is going to be the last part. This is going to be the finale for Pokemon Rejuvenation here. It's been a long time. I have a lot of things to say about that, but we're going to discuss those later. For now, we're going to be starting the final side quest of the game, which we can't actually finish until we've beaten the game, or at least version 12 of it. Well, I say you can't start. However, you could have started this well before, you just couldn't finish it, rather. Anyways, we're going to be making our way all the way over to this cave system over here. So we're going to enter right here and eventually enter this cavern, and we'll have a neat little cutscene with Narcissa. I see. Does that mean, finally, I'm back? Where on earth are we? I don't recognize this place. This is such a bother. It's Route 9. Heavens! Route 9? That's quite a ways from Golden Leaf Town. Route 10 is just north of here, yes? Perhaps I can catch a ferry to Akua Town. I see. Might I ask, do you happen to have my darling Shandy? A surprise attack from Dufaux separated us. I'm worried sick. I see. So it ran off after I was sent to whoever knows where. This has all become more of an ordeal than I've anticipated. But it cannot be helped. I must find my Chandelure and then continue my quest. There's one place my Chandelure would go to if it were scared. Cliffside Grave. A hidden grave that can be gotten to through Amethyst Cave, if you know the way. Oh, it looks like you've already been there once before. In that case, would you like to travel there together? So she will only offer you this option if you have previously explored Amethyst Cavern and found your way to the Cliffside Grave. That's where you would find your own Litwick, and that's also where you would technically battle the ghost of your mother, as well as the Chandelure. So anyways, I'm going to tell her yes, and we're going to go together. We're just going to make our way up here. Chandelure, Shandy, please come back. Mama is here for you. I've been calling and calling, but it won't respond to me. Is it really not here? I always tell it to come back here if we ever get separated. I see. At the Odd Tower, I told you that I lost my old Chandelure to this beast. She is buried here, at this old graveyard. A grave that existed here long before the calamity. On the anniversary of my old Chandelure's death, I visit her grave here. The Chandelure I have now was a gift from my husband, Sirius. What am I going to do now? Where do I go from here? You want me to go to Faisal Cave? Why would you want me to go there? So if I have this right, you're saying that I was actually sent back in time, and as a replacement, my younger version of myself was brought here. I'd like to laugh, but after what's happened to me, I can't exactly say that's inconceivable. If that being is so powerful enough to pull something off like that, then... And I suppose that's where my other self is? Faisal Cave? That would make sense after all. Fair enough, I shall make my way there immediately. Shall we go together? Of course. We're just going to make our way all the way up over here. I never would imagine that it would be difficult to find words to say to myself. How do you introduce yourself to... tell yourself. It is a challenge, however you may find it easy to find conversation with someone who is exactly like you. I have so many questions to ask you. You're going to ask me if I remembered our childhood. If that's truly what you wish to know, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Do you still try to remember? Do you get headaches still? I don't get anything. There's nothing within my memory banks. I see. In that case, I guess it's better if I just don't even try. Listen, Narcy. May I call you Narcy? Narcy... That is fine, but... It's not worth thinking about. A little troublemaker named me that a while ago. In fact, Icy was there when she did. Now, Narcy, the one who put us in this situation is a being known as Dufaux. I fought him when we were younger, precisely when I was your age. I defeated him, but not at the cost of our Chandelure. My Chandelure? I couldn't even fathom. It was the reality. No, it is the reality. I don't know what happened during his imprisonment, but he seems far stronger. If we have any chance at defeating him, it may take all three of us. Understand. In that case, we should... a reunion for the ages. It warms my dear old heart, yes it does. How are my lovely little ones doing on this fine day? It's him. I suppose you're done with the formalities? Good, we shall settle this immediately. You're not having fun? You can leave if you're not having fun. This isn't a game, you monster. Return me back to my time at once. I'm afraid I cannot do that. At least not yet. There's still much more for me to accomplish. Far much more. But we cannot fight just yet. Then why are you here? Are you that eager to die? I am now at full power. However, you two must learn a harsh truth. Our battle will take place any time after this encounter. There's one condition that must be met. You must find me. That's it? Those are my terms, yes. But you're here right now. Let's settle this now. Location is important. You impatient punks need to learn when to fight with style. I've had enough of this boring conversation. I shall depart for the final destination. I shall see all of you there. Icy, you're included in that. Toodaloo. Such a strange being. His erraticness is very disturbing. It's because of this erratic behavior that we must find and eliminate him quickly. But do we even have any idea where he is? I don't know. He wouldn't attack the power plant twice. He just wanted the energy there for himself, which is already in his possession. Perhaps we should go back to your place and put together a strategy. I suppose so. Would you two mind going back yourselves? I'd like to stay down here and think for a little while. Of course. Icy, let us head back. What am I going to do now? I can't fight that thing without Chandelure. If I can't... So we'll be brought back here to Golden Leaf Town, to Narcissa's house, and we're going to make our way back to her bedroom and speak to the younger Narcy, or Narcissa. Never in my life would I think I would be in this sort of predicament. But that's the beauty of life. The unexpected always keeps things exciting. Is there something the matter? You look awfully troubled. Are you afraid? No, excuse me. I just have a slight headache is all. We should discuss possible strategies and locations. Yes, but we could delve right into that topic. But I'd actually like to diverge a bit. Could you explain this picture to me? The one in our journal? Oh, that photo. I'm not sure if I should feel bothered by the fact that you went through my journal. Technically, it's my journal too. There's nothing to be done. You've already seen the photograph. This photo was taken on the day Wispy Tower first opened. We took the picture in front of the theater because the tower was far too crowded with people. Who's the man in the middle there? He's quite handsome. If only you knew. Looks like my tastes were the same back then, too. That man was Sirius, my husband. Husband? I haven't seen him around at all. Is he... Yes, he's passed away over a decade now. That boy next to him must interest Icy, I'm sure. It's Gregory, my husband's apprentice. He's also technically my adopted son. I suppose stepson would be more accurate. When I met Sirius, he was already with Gregory. I've always tried to be a mother to Gregory, but he's always rejected me. I don't know if I could call him an evil child, but he was definitely on the darker side. Did Sirius do anything about it? I'm not sure. I've definitely told him about the issues, but Sirius always told me that Gregory wouldn't listen to him because they were not by blood either. I've never believed him. I've seen the way Gregory idolized Sirius. Wait. Gregory wasn't Sirius's child either. Sirius never wanted to delve into the specifics, but he found Gregory at a young age. But that's all I know. I'm sorry, but I would like some time to myself. I would not have brought this topic up if I knew the pain behind this photo. I thought it was a happy memory, not a sad one. I suppose things are put on hold for a little while. Narcissa is ready to confront this issue. We'll pick it back up again. Until then, it's all just history. No, that can't be it. I won't just sit around and do nothing. Let's use this opportunity to be productive. I see. Do you know where this Wispy Tower is? I see. So west of here, and north of Wispy Path. I think I'm going to take this moment to go and explore the tower. You may join me if you'd like. I'm going on ahead. And you know what? I think we will join her. So we're just going to leave the room here and we're actually going to fly straight to the tower. And she'll be here. So this is Wispy Tower. Yes, it does not take much to realize the amount of pain buried deep within the ground here. Let's proceed. So, once we reach the inside of Wispy Tower, you'll notice that she's not actually here. We want to go down here and we want to take a left down into this area. Inside this area, we want to make our way straight forward into this room where we'll find her looking at a bookshelf. These books are filled with things I cannot understand. Things dealing with the biology of ghost Pokémon, including some articles about legendary Pokémon of the Sinnoh region. There are also journals scattered across the place. Have you read them? They're interesting writing pieces. It paints Sirius to be impulsive. I've already considered the fact that Sirius may have been hiding these things from older me, but reading those journals, it's confirmed my suspicion. There's no way I'd allow any of this to continue. Alas, I'm done with this room. There wasn't much in the eastern room, so I'm going to check out the western room. So we're going to go ahead and continue to follow her around, all the way over into this room down here. We're actually going to surf on up over here and meet her in this corner of the room. Don't you find this back corner strange? I mean, even for an abandoned area, there had to have been a reason for this little corner. Just a sec. I want to try something out here. Just as I thought, this wall is hollow. Someone put a fake wall here, presumably to hide something. Please excuse me, Icy. I shall get rid of the wall post-haste. Superb job, Mr. Viss. Return now. What shall we see? We shall find out. This room, it's completely untouched. How's that all possible? Not a speck of dust anywhere. Almost like this room is still being maintained by someone. This corner seems to be filled with CD-ROMs, and they're all marked with strange symbols. Perhaps we should investigate further? Let's take a look at this one. It's named Interview. I have a CD-ROM here. Would you like to view it with me? Very well. Let us view it. I don't understand why you have to marry her. If you just wanted to build your base here, you could have just wiped out the entire town. Sleight of hand, my child. Sleight of hand. Do you honestly believe wiping an entire town off the map would be easier? No. That would make things infinitely more difficult. In fact, it would make things impossible. Marrying Narcissa was the correct decision. It's less troublesome. Perhaps for you, but I can't stand living there with her. She's inferior. We've done well enough on our own, so far, haven't we? When I found you as a baby all those years ago, I didn't think you'd be this chatty. I only speak when I need to. And right now, I get the feeling I need to. But I know you. You're already settled in. You've always been like that. Stubborn. Like father, like son. I just hate it when you keep secrets from me. I am your son, it's true, but we're also business partners, yeah? I'm just as important as you in this equation. Laugh all you want, old man. Whatever. Anyway, what are the results of the experiment? Is this place really as we've hoped? It's exceeded my expectations. Exceeded? You're not being a wise guy, right? The amount of spectral energy here is astounding. And the ruins recently dug up north of here have confirmed it. Where we stand used to be the Kingdom of Gorva. The Kingdom of Gorva. The queen residing here was none other than Griselda, a cunning and tactical leader. It's too bad she let her guard down. No one is to be trusted. Not even family. Do you understand me, Gregory? Does that include you? We'll see. Fine. We're in this glorious kingdom. Now what? We find Griselda. Once we do, we'll proceed on to step 2. Things are finally getting interesting. This man, Sirius, he's a horrible person. He tricked me into thinking he loved me, just so he could build this place. He had nothing but evil intentions from the start. I have to tell older me about this. We need to know the truth. Let's keep looking forward. From this point on, we need to now head back to Narcissa's house in Goldenleaf Town. Narcissa's house, we're going to head back upstairs into her room again. I've heard enough. I don't want to talk about this anymore. But you have to listen. This is what we found in the depths of the tower. Don't ignore this. You can't ignore this. I know what you're saying is true. I already know. I've known from the moment Icy, Mosley, and I stormed the tower so long ago. I knew our relationship was built on lies. In fact, there was no relationship. It was just me being naive. This is all my fault. It's not your fault. But it is. I fell for everything. He was charming, charismatic, kind, and always knew what to say to make me smile. It was nothing but a game to him, a game that I played and lost. And because of that, we're standing here. Please excuse me. That didn't go so well, Icy. But I understand what's going on and what's already happened. We'll come to our senses eventually. Narcissa just needs time to process. As for the two of us, we need to continue our search for that pesky demon. Let's start by checking around Goldenleaf. Perhaps the tower up north. Oh, Narcissa, are you better already? I don't think I'll ever truly recover. However, this isn't the time for me to wallow in my own depression. We have a job to do. Let us end this finally. Of course. Glad to know I'm strong even when I'm older. We have to be strong. No one else can do it for us. Right now, about Dufaux. Do you two have any idea how we might be able to track him? Oh, I've forgotten about him. I was so in my own emotions that I didn't even really listen to him. Maybe he does know something about Dufaux's position now. Icy said he would contact them if he got some sort of lead, so... if Icy hasn't heard from him lately, then maybe that isn't the case. But there's no way to contact Icy unless they're in person. Maybe we should pay him a visit. Yes, let's. Are you coming with us, Icy? Of course. How serendipitous that you would appear before me today. I was just going to try and contact one of you about our mutual acquaintance. And to see that both Narcissas are here and safe is a relief. Yes, we're here and prepared to finish this once and for all. You said that you were going to contact one of us. That means you must have found something useful. I've been reading electrical levels all around the region. There are 3 places that are experiencing above normal levels. Where? We'll make our way to those locations right away. One reading I found was on Route 3, but that level has been steadily decreasing over time. That must have been when we encountered him down in Faisal Cave. But he escaped, unfortunately. I see. The other location is somewhere underneath Grand Dream City. I have no idea where, but the levels there are off the charts. In fact, it's so powerful that I'm not so sure that this is Dufaux, but something greater. Even so, we must exhaust all of our options. Indeed. Lastly, somewhere deep in Forlorn Cave, Route 9. That's where I ended up after Dufaux sent me back to the past. Alright then. If that's the case, then I will go to Grand Dream City. Narcissa, I see. I leave you two to Route 9. Okay. I will leave that city to you then. When you're done, we should regroup back here. Okay, I see. Let's make our way to Route 9. Oh, it's more like you'll go and I'll follow. I have no idea how to get there. Good luck. Keep me in touch. Definitely. Thank you for your help, Gabriel. Finally. It took some time, but this is the place, yes? Forlorn Cavern. I hope this is it. Wait, that thing looks like... Stop! I won't let you escape this time. And we're going to follow her into the caverns. We've got this thing cornered now. What? Did that thing just hide itself in that rock? Huh? We traveled through time, didn't we? The feeling was too familiar. It makes me feel sick. This must be the place where older me crawled out of. Question is, why would Dufaux drop Narcissa here? And where did that Rotom head off to? Finally, is it even possible to continue any further? Looks like we're completely boxed in. What a bother. But I'm sure there's something we can make use of in here somewhere. Let's take a look around. She's absolutely right, we're trapped, but if we make our way over here, there's a lever hidden behind this pile of boxes, and we can pull it. Ah, great job, Icy. I need to get out of here. You and me both. Anyways, this place hopefully looks a little bit familiar to you. This mansion, it feels familiar to me somehow. Maybe I've seen an illustration in a book somewhere? I wouldn't be surprised. That sounded like a Rotom. I think it came from behind this door. Ah, but it's locked. It looks pretty sturdy too. If only we had the key to this door. If only we did. If only we did. I haven't realized it yet, this is actually the Darchlight Manor. Which means if we have visited the Darchlight Manor beforehand, then we actually have the key, assuming you've explored it fully. Oh, you got the key. That's excellent. We'll finally catch that Rotom and get somewhere in this search. This door is closed too. Can you unlock this one with the same key? Actually, looks like this one doesn't even have a keyhole on it. It's just kinda locked. I finally thought we had that demon cornered. It doesn't matter. We won't give up. Let's see what else we can find in this place. Huh? I don't think I noticed that box before. Maybe there's something to open that door in that box. Nothing to open a door, but this thing looks interesting. Let's see. Name. Altair... Silesia. Is this truly what you want? Yes, this is truly what I want. Please know that my procedure is permanent. No amount of therapy will restore what you've lost. That is, if you follow my instructions very clearly. I understand. Good. Then let me begin. What? Where am I? Who's there? This is Narcissa's house. Have you returned home? Ouch. My head feels like it's been slammed into a wall. I see, carried you back here after you fell unconscious. It's right. I did fall unconscious, didn't I? But why? All I remember is reading a book with a strange name in it. You were in that mansion, weren't you? Yes, we were. The name you saw was Silesia Altair, correct? Yes, but how did you know? When Dufaux sent me back in time, I woke up in that mansion. Originally, I had told Icy that I couldn't get anywhere because all of the doors were locked. But that was a lie. Everything was open to me. But why lie? I wanted you to find that name on your own. Silesia Altair. What does that name mean to you? What it means to me? I don't know, I haven't... But it triggered a memory, did it not? Please, I don't know, I don't remember anything. My head hurts. No, it's not that you can't remember anything. You don't want to remember anything. I know because I am you. You are me. Narcissa, did you remember something? Perhaps I have. But it's you who must answer what exactly I have remembered. I'll help you. That memory you triggered back at the mansion. Please describe it for us. I was laying on what seemed to be a table. I think I was being consulted on something by a doctor. What was his name? I don't recall. I think his name was... My name is Dr. Isaiah Halvard. How may I assist you today? Isaiah Halvard. I want to forget that incident. I don't want to remember her anymore. I can't live with that memory. I see. Now before I continue, I want to ask you a question. Are you doing this because you want to, or are you doing this because your parents are forcing you? Nevertheless, I will treat you, as long as you follow my instructions. The memory erasure process is very simple. I will give you 3 doses of Zavin 325, a serum that will completely erase all traces of unwanted memories. All you have to do is concentrate on the memory you wish to erase and then drink the serum. This will allow the medicine to find the nodes corresponding to those memories and numb them. All 3 doses must be taken 1 week apart. If not, the procedure will not be 100% successful, and those memories won't be completely gone, just subdued. Natural triggers may bring them back to the surface, and I'm sure that's something you don't want to happen. Yes? Yes, I understand. Thank you, Doctor. His name was Dr. Isaiah Halvard. I was there because I wanted to forget something. But I don't remember what that incident was. It's on the tip of my tongue. I know it's there, I just need to think. No, that's enough. Don't overwork your mind. I remembered this very same memory when I read that book at the mansion. Narcy, we both know where Dufaux is, don't we? Dufaux is at the mansion. But in this current time... On my way to Grand Dream City, I found the mansion again. It lies deep within Darchlight Woods. I believe it's referred to as the Darchlight Manor these days. For some reason, I was drawn to it. It was as if the manor itself called upon my name. But why the mansion? Why would Dufaux hide there? I believe if we go there, we'll find out. In going there, however, we seal our fate to whatever tricks Dufaux may have. We must only go when we are fully prepared. I see. I'm ready to go whenever. I am not afraid. I wish that my chandelier would reappear soon, but I don't think that will be the case anytime soon. It is unfortunate, but we must move on without it. I see. It seems Narcy and I are ready to finally go and face Dufaux. Come speak to me whenever you are ready. Please remember that Dufaux is an extremely powerful demon. Only bring your best. He is absolutely right. Do not bring anything less than your best. But something I should mention here is the reason that it took so long to get to the side quest. So, the parts prior to this could have been done at many different points along the storyline. For instance, before even the Ecclesia Pyramid or the hospital raid, we could have reached this point. However, until you complete the story of the game, Narcissa will tell you something along the lines of, I think you have other things going on and you should probably take care of them. But thankfully, we've completed the story, which means we can now take on this challenge. So I'm going to go get my team ready, and I'll meet you back here. Alrighty, so I'm back here, and we are going to head with Narcissa to the Darchlight Manor. So yes, I am ready. I have switched up my team, and we're gonna take this thing out. We finally made it. Dufaux is hiding somewhere in this mansion. We'll find him and put an end to this once and for all. Yes, all three of us together. Come on, let's do what we must. There, one of Dufaux's familiars. Don't let it escape. So we're going to be heading upstairs here. Just going to rock smash this. This is probably the easier path. Rock smash these, and we want to head to this room all the way over here. We have you cornered. There's nowhere to run. That pesky little... Oh, it looks like there's a room behind this fireplace. That Rotom must have went in there somewhere. It disappeared again. It ran back here like it was leading us. It's that safe again. Narcy, do you recognize it? Yes, it's the same safe I saw earlier in the past. Wait, no. This is different. The safe has a keypad on it. So it requires a password. I don't know what it could be. Doesn't look like we need to know. It's already open. It's open? Yes. I'll take a look inside. Well, there's 3 things inside here, it seems. What looks like an old Frostlass doll, an old photograph, and a vial of... A vial of what? Salavin 352. That's the name of the serum we remember taking. According to the labeling, this is dose number 3. And what of the old photograph? Let's look together. This picture! We're in it, Narcissa. That's impossible. It couldn't be. But wait, why are there 2 of us? There's some writing on the back of the photograph. It says the Altair family. Loria Altair, Henry Altair, Silesia Altair, and Narcissa Altair? Narcissa Altair. What is going on here? Give me that photograph. This photo suggests that these people, this mansion, it belonged to me and my family. That's why I don't remember them. I took the doses of Xalavan 352. And the reason why we can recall these memories via triggers is because we never took the 3rd dosage. It was here in the safe all this time. But why didn't we take it? That Frostlass doll. I vaguely remember it now. It belonged to us, but we kept it in secret. Our parents forbade us from being close with Pokémon. But our grandmother, she disagreed with that way of life. As a way of rebelling against our mother, her daughter, she brought both of us dolls. She gave them to us separately and told us not to tell the other. However, I've always known that Silesia. That trimmer, could it be? It's Dufaux. I know where he is. I do too. The backyard well. Come, let us go. This ends now. Alrighty then. So we are going to... Actually, no. We have to stay in here. And we should examine the safe. It's an open safe. It has a photograph, a Frostless doll, and a vial of Xalavan 352 inside of it. But there's something hidden in the back of the safe. And that is the fairy memory. Alright, now we can actually head on. I almost forgot about that. Anyways, we're going to be heading towards the backyard at this point for the final boss fight of the game. So as we make our way back there, eventually we'll find this. Code Remembrance. We're just going to check this out in the Rift Dex really quickly. Frostlass Rotom. Fairy Ice type. It has Temporal Shift as an ability. The lost soul of Narcissa's forgotten dead sister. Silesia rose from her untimely grave during the calamity. Now she roams the earth in order to get revenge on the family that forgot her. That is dark. So we'll talk about Temporal Shift in a little bit, but I'm going to save the game and we're going to go through the lore in a bit. I'm going to show off what I have as a team right now. So these are going to be my team members. As you can see, Scizor is going to be a huge help because priority steel attacks on something that's 4 times weak to steel. Just fantastic. So again, make sure you've done a safety save and we're going to move on up here. This is it. Let's begin. Allow me to do it. This doll. It's the one Silesia owned. Everyone, get ready. So, you finally found me. All of you have gathered here, the place where it all began. In that case, I believe that means you are also aware of who I am. I've read the journal entries my family left behind. Your family? Oh, I see. Yes, my family. I remember I am now, or rather, who I once was. Interesting. As for you, Light was your name, right? You are the being residing within the doll our grandmother gave to my twin sister, Silesia. When Silesia fell down the well, it was your body that electrocuted her. You're an angry spirit who regrets what they've accidentally done. But you don't have to be. We're here for you, Dufaux. No, not Dufaux. Light. We're here for you. Enough. It's clear to me that you all don't know a thing. No matter how hard I try, you just won't remember. Why do you continue to insist on forgetting me? I won't allow it. I won't let you. Here, let me jog your memory. Grandmother, we cannot. I miss Silesia too, but to bring her back from the dead, what consequences will that bring? The consequences born from this revival? It matters not. We are members of the esteemed Altair family. We stand tall beside the Theolias and the Blakeries. Those Blakeries. I know they were the one that planted that monster inside of that doll. They've always wanted us gone, but we never gave in until now. Imagine what would happen to our name once news of Silesia's death comes forward. So what you're saying is that this isn't about Silesia. You care more about the status of a putrid name over your granddaughter? Of course not. I loved Silesia. I loved her more than anyone. But we all die eventually. One day I will die. One day you will. Your mother, your father, your spouse, your children. The only thing that lasts is the family name. We bring our memories into an immortal plane for all eternity. I will not allow things to end here. Not with a cheap and cowardly act by the Blakeries. Just stand there, my child. Let me do the work. Grandmother. What have you done to me? Dear Arceus, what is this monstrosity? Grandmother, what have you done? I just wanted Silesia back. I didn't want this. You must do something. Silesia is in pain. Silesia, forgive me. Forgive your foolish grandmother. Gloria Altair. She tried to bring her dead granddaughter back to Earth. Little did she know that there was a being within the Clefairy doll that killed me. That being Light also perished. So when she casted the spell, both of our souls re-emerged from the well and morphed into one being. In the end, she imprisoned me to the bottom of the well. And you, Narcissa, my darling sister, decided that my memory was too much to bear. You wanted to get rid of me. I've suffered a fate worse than death. Complete annihilation. Or rather, that was what was expected. Soon after, calamity befell this region and tore it apart. The seal that Loria placed on me was broken, and the third dosage of that pesky serum was never taken. I am Light. I am Silesia. I am not forgotten. Silesia, I never meant to make you feel this way. We wanted you to rest in peace, but that's not how it ended up. None of that matters anymore. My goal has been decided. I took your chandelier many years ago, And this time I'll take something even greater. Narcy, get it together. No matter who Dufaux really is, we have a duty to end this. I see. Please help me defeat Silesia and Light. We need to give her the peaceful sleep she deserves. Narcissa, I will end the family name. Now. So this is going to be the Dimensional Rift Dufaux fight. So as you can see, they're going to pop off those seeds, gain some special defense boost, as well as plant their roots for healing. It's basically ingrain. So we're starting off with the Dufaux here. It has Hex, it has Thunder Wave, Ice Beam, and Fleur Cannon. Its ability is called Temporal Shift, which I'll talk about alternate meanings to that later, but the actual ability sends a Hex into the future. It's like Hex with Future Sight as an ability that it doesn't have to trigger. It's basically free damage for the Dufaux. The Rotom fan is holding a Wiki Berry. It has Sky Drop, Clear Smog, Thunder Wave, and Hex for moves. And obviously it's Rotom, so it has Levitate, which is kind of a waste for Fan Rotom, but okay. I'm just going to go ahead and hit that Blizzard up. So we're going to do pretty good damage to the Rotom and actually freeze it. So that's pretty nice. So right there, you will see the Frost Rotom, or Dufaux, will cast a Hex. That's its ability going to work. I'm just going to go ahead and go for another Blizzard, I think, here. Miss Magius will take out the Rotom over there, though. So we'll get some more nice damage on Dufaux here. Dufaux is just insanely bulky, which is why I'm so glad to have this chip from the hail. It's really nice. Next up is going to be the Rotom Oven form, or heat form. So it has the Chardy Berry, the berry that reduces the damage taken from super effective rock-type attacks. It's going to have Hex, Mystical Fire, Will-O-Wisp, and Discharge. So I think I'm going to remove my Ninetales. I can put the hail back up later, and that's going to be so important. I'm just going to send in Pyukumuku right here. The Frostlass is going to T-Wave us, and the Rotom is going to discharge us. I thought it would actually do something else. And Miss Magius is going to Will-O-Wisp the Dufaux, which is kind of annoying, unfortunately. So you'll see the Future Sight Hex going off right there. And that's fine for the most part. So Narcissa's AI is actually pretty good. I'm going to see if I can get a Memento off on the Dufaux, but Narcissa tends to go for the minions, which is very helpful, seeing as the minions are the most annoying part of this battle. So I'm going to get more chip off with the hail right there. I'm going to send out Crawdon here, and we're going to get our Aqua Jet off on that Rotom and knock that thing out. We don't want to deal with it. And then the Frost Rotom is almost going to knock out the Mimikyu. Finally, here is going to be Rotom Cut Form. Grass Rotom has the Zap Plate for an item, has Poison Gas, Hex, Force Curse, and Aromatherapy. So it could potentially spend a turn to help out the Dufaux. Probably won't do that though. I think I might just let Crawdon go here. But I do want to get some damage off, so I'll go for maybe the Aqua Jet on Dufaux. Mimikyu makes such good use of the field, and it's going to literally half HP the cut Rotom right then and there. I think I might just try for the Aqua Jet on Rotom this time. Or actually, I'll stick to Aqua Jetting Dufaux. And the Jinx will take out the Rotom. And so that'll be our Cardon down, but there are no more Rotom minions, thankfully. So I'll go ahead and bring out Alola-Tails again, get the Hail back up. This is a very lengthy battle. Unfortunately, it's a matter of shipping Dufaux down. I was going to talk about Temporal Shift earlier, and Temporal Shift is sort of an actual real thing, or it's sort of a theory. It's basically an event in which a person or thing is transported from their time to another point within the space-time continuum. So that's basically what this is. It's Future Sight Hex. So anyways, we're going to continue to ship down the Dufaux right here. We should be reaching half HP pretty close. Pretty soon. And the burn will keep it at half HP. So Dufaux is going to transform. Previously, its form was very defensive. In this form, it has something like 300 base special attack. It's absolutely insane. So I think I'll just go for another Blizzard. I mainly want to get a little bit more damage off. I don't necessarily want to switch anything into this thing. So she's going to send out her Blossom. I'm not really a fan of that. It probably won't live a hit. If it did live a hit, her Blossom could potentially get something off like a Leech Seed, which would be really useful to us. Anyways, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and send out Scizor. We're going to get that Bullet Punch off. Which, look how little that did. That was next to nothing. Even though this thing is in a more offensive form, it still takes hits way too well. But fortunately, the Blossom did get the Leech Seed off, so we can slowly whittle down this Dufaux. Again, this is kind of a game of inches, basically. I'll send out Muck over here. We're going to go for the Gunk Shot. Hopefully we can get that. Dusclops is actually going to take the hit for us, which is really nice. Although it's going down now, unfortunately. And unfortunately, because she has, or didn't have any other Pokemon on the field, the Leech Seed didn't do anything for us. So this time we're going to take the Ice Beam. It's going to absolutely knock out our Muck. But Dufaux is almost down. So I'm going to send out Spiritomb. We have 5 Fainted party members. We're going to Sucker Punch this Dufaux and we're going to knock it out. And that is Dimensional Rift Dufaux. It always turned out this way, in the end. Why is this world so hell-bent on erasing me? What have I done to deserve this? Silesia, we didn't mean to cause you any more harm. We just wanted this all to stop. But in doing that, we've caused you an amount of grief we never would have imagined. But it's over now. Let us put you to sleep one final time. You won't be hurt anymore. Silesia. I'm refuse. It doesn't matter anymore. My soul can never be put to rest. The Lakeries, the Violas, the Altairs. All three are nothing but corrupt, rich families that put their status above themselves. The constant bickering and feuds between them cause this. I cannot say what will or has happened to the Violas and the Blakeries, but I do have the power to end one tarnished name. What's happening? Haven't you noticed already? Two Narcissas cannot coexist. This world is laid upon a predestined path. Anything that interrupts this flow will be destroyed. As long as I exist, the old Narcissa won't be able to return to the time she belongs in. As a result, I wonder what will happen to you two. Will the universe flip a coin and choose one, or will they deny both of your existences? Sleezia, please stop. You should be happy. You're getting a peaceful death. That's something most people wish for. Aren't I a thoughtful sister? What was that noise? No, it couldn't be. Chandelure? So what? What's a Chandelure going to do? What's going on? Stop! They say Chandelure's flames have the ability to burn only the spirit away, leaving the bodies behind. But in Sleezia's case, Chandelure is burning away her soul. You all didn't love me, right? That's why you chose to forget me. Grandmother only wanted me back because my death was an embarrassment. No, Sleezia. What happened to you was tragic. What I chose to do was worse. The truest death is when you die and no one remembers you. The best thing for someone to do when they pass is to keep their memory alive. That's what I should have done with you. Do you really mean that, Narcissa? I do. I promise I'll never forget you. So that's it then. Suddenly all that rage just went away. I think I'm ready to sleep now. Good night, Sleezia. My dear sister. Icy, are you okay? It's all over, Icy. Sleezia has been put to rest. Thanks to my darling Chandelure. Yes, and this Avenger too has been put to rest. I can feel Dufox's power depleting as we speak. Does this mean you're returning? Yes, I'm not meant for this time. I will be placed directly back to where this all started. But I fear that I've learned too much during my time with you two. Yes, that is a concern. The trials and tribulations we've gone through have served to make us stronger. But it won't be a concern, not for long anyway. Look at this. That's the third serum that was in the safe. When did you... I heard your promise to Sleezia a moment ago. Our promise. One that I need to be strong enough to make myself one day. So, I think it's okay if I forget again for a little while. Are you sure? Yeah. I mean, it was you who resolved this, not me. Even though I believe my parents pushed us to get our memories erased, I think I wanted to do it as well. I'm also responsible. I'll get stronger so that one day I can make that promise to Silesia myself. This may end up in an endless loop, but I think we owe her that much. I understand, and this is goodbye. It's goodbye. Oh, and Icy, I have to thank you too. You've been a great friend. Thank you for keeping up with us. Goodbye. I see. I thought I might find you here. Here lies the memory of Silesia Altair. May she rest in peace. Now everyone will know who she is. She'll be a memory for as long as this town stands, and I intend to make sure that's the case. You know, I've realized something over these past few days. A lot of my biggest trials in life involve being stuck in the past. When you first got here so long ago, this place was much different. You've helped me all the way back then too. Thank you. You think Silesia is happy? When Chandelure set Silesia free, I heard her voice. All of her rage burned away within Chandelure's flames. We made up one final time. That's the end of that chapter. I think I'm going to leave for a while. For far too long, I've confined myself to the past. I want to explore the region, experience new things, because my sister didn't have the chance to. Besides, Spectre seems to be having fun with his position. I wouldn't want to ruin his fun so soon. Oh, that's right. I've been hearing some reports about a strange noise coming from the top of the Lost Castle. I wonder what that's about. Maybe you're curious enough to find out. Farewell, Icy. Thank you for everything. You know what? I think she's absolutely right. Let's head to the Lost Tower and find out what that noise is. Entering the Lost Tower, we will be greeted with the message that a door opened up somewhere. Receiving this message, we're going to head to the top of the castle and we're going to find out just what exactly is making these sounds. It should be something familiar, right? Well, if we make our way all the way here, we'll find out that it's a Rotom. Rotom is staring intensely at you. So you can now battle and catch Rotom. You might want to save, but that shouldn't really be necessary. So I would definitely recommend catching this. It's one of a kind, that's for sure. And now that we've caught Rotom here, there's actually something else we can do. We're going to be heading all the way back to West Giron City, and we're going to be heading to the power plant where we met Dufaux at. So here at the power plant, we just want to enter the entrance right here, and look who's here. Icy. Narcissa stopped by a while ago and told me everything that's happened. It's a shame that Dufaux turned out to be their twin sister. It seems like they got everything sorted. By the way, what Pokemon Dufaux was. I believe it was like a Rotom and a Frostlass combined. Do you happen to know of the Pokemon Rotom? So, please follow me to my office. Well, that sounds like an invitation we don't want to miss. So we're going to make our way all the way down here and up into this room right over here. Rotom can turn into different forms depending on the electrical appliance it's inside of. And here we have a wide range of appliances you may use. Feel free to come and go as you choose. Oh, and I found this earlier, but I have no use for it. You can have it. If you ever visit Grand Dream City, you can use this at the department store. See you again, and thank you. So like you said, we can use these on Rotom. And look at that. It's pretty neat. Anyways, we are going to be now heading towards the department store. We haven't checked it out in a while, and we now have every single stamp that we possibly could have. Also, I recommend bringing a Gibble with you if you can. It's been such a long time since we've been here at the Department of Dreams. We could only access the 4th floor last time we were here. Now we can access the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, and it's pretty amazing what we can get. So here on this floor we can access, or buy, the berries that reduce damage from super effective attacks. And they're sold at both vendors. There's a ton of them. On the next floor, we can actually buy the type gems. They're actually really cheap, so if you need something to give yourself a little bit of a push in battle, then these could help you out a lot. The 7th floor is where things get interesting. So these are the pinch berries that you can buy, and they'll boost your stats if your Pokemon reaches, 1/4 HP, or if it has gluttony. So if it has gluttony, then it would be reaching half HP. But this vendor right here has 2 big items. This is the vendor that has link hearts, and this is the vendor that sells ability capsules. That's amazing. So we'll come back to this floor in just a second. But finally, we're going to talk about floor 8. And it's TMs, Blizzard, Scald, Thunder, Fire Blast, and Waterfall. So you might want to grab this. We actually can't use it. I've bought it before, and I've tried to use it on certain waterfalls in game, and it didn't actually do anything. Besides all of this, there is one other thing we can do here. Here on the 7th floor, you'll find this creepy girl in between the aisles. And she wants to see a Gibble. And she has a secret to tell us. Sure, strange lady. Here is my Gibble. So in turn for making her very happy, she will tell us a secret. And she will give us the Dark Matter Core. There's an altar somewhere on Terrajuma Island. If you bring Dark Matter as well as the Dark Core, something interesting may happen. So you know what? We've shown off the entire department building. I think we should go check out that altar. So here on Terrajuma, we want to actually fly to Crystalline Town, and we want to head north to the Isle of Angels. And if we fly, or if we surf all the way up over here, we will find the dark altar that the lady was speaking of. The dark core in our bag will begin to rumble, and we will place it upon the altar. And for our troubles, we will find Deino. So capture this if you would like. This is the last event Pokemon in the game. This is the last event Pokemon for the game, and this means we've covered everything there is to cover for Pokemon Rejuvenation version 12. I know some people will likely start collecting every Pokemon they possibly can, not because there's any reward for it, at least right now, but in the hopes that in future versions there will be a Pokédex completion reward. I won't be covering that now, since I can't confirm or deny such, and besides that, Pokemon locations are likely to change in between versions. However, if it does exist, I will likely eventually someday do a catch 'em all video for Rejuve. But that's way into the future. Anyway, I mentioned earlier that I had a lot of things to say about this being the finale of this game, and since we're at the end of it, it's time to bring some of those things up. I have a lot of people that I have to credit at this point, mainly, for starters, the people who created this game. I think most people know Jan since his name is literally on the pre-title screen, or Zumi because she does the artworks for the game, but there are many other people that helped in the development. I actually had to ask Zumi for this list because even I didn't really know them. I'm sure someone out there is scratching their heads and they're like, I see, these people are bigger than you are, they don't need a shout out, and you might be right about that, but it's not really about a shout out as much as it is about giving credit where credit is due. These people put their time, efforts, and passions into this game, and we wouldn't have this or this walkthrough without it. So besides Jan and Zumi, other devs for this game include Alex, Azuri, Winter, Robin, and Sardines. The majority of these are Twitter handles, so follow them if you have it. Otherwise, just be aware of their contribution. I think Big JRA, I don't really know how to say his username, but this is the man who wrote the written walkthrough for Pokemon Rejuvenation. It's a lengthy Google Docs file that basically covers the majority of the content within the game. I referenced his walkthrough multiple times when creating the video walkthrough itself, and it saved me who knows how much time. If not for him, I'd have had to spend way more time researching or playtesting various parts of the game, and this would have taken a lot more effort. So I kinda owe him a big thank you. And also, finally, I have to thank you guys. This walkthrough is a year long. Talk about a long ride. The support I've gotten over this year and the course of this walkthrough has just been insane. I've really enjoyed interacting with you all in the comments of each video, and it's just been a good time overall. I really appreciate the good vibes and the support everyone has brought along with it. So besides all of that, I would also like to make mention of the future plans. I'm going to be covering a small, short little side game called Where Love Lies. It's mostly lore, and it has ties into Rejuvenation. It's very heavily story-based, but it's a lot of fun, and I feel kind of obligated to cover it alongside Rejuvenation. It's one of those cases where it feels like you can't have one thing without the other. So we're going to be covering that for sure. And I think we're going to be jumping into Pokemon Insurgence after that. While I am covering Where Love Lies, I will be returning to my older upload schedule, which is a bit longer, mainly because I want to be making a couple of side uploads for Rejuvenation during that time. I have a couple of videos that I want to just completely re-upload because there's a couple corrections I want to make on them. Those are mainly the two videos that had splicing errors when they were getting rendered, which I just kind of want to fix. It kind of annoys me. Besides that, I think we are truly done here. So, thank you all for such a good time. Thank you all for being along with me for this journey. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it helped. And I will catch you all on the next walkthrough. Peace.